mail to get permission to leave the country.
It's not true. It's actually not true. It's the opposite. In Ukraine, it's impossible to leave. Okay, my dad is Ukrainian, my mom is Russian, so it's a very interesting place to be. But yeah, in Ukraine you can't leave if you're a male. In Russia, you can't leave unless you have you're on the list. You know, for some reason.
Wow. Okay, yeah, I heard something to that effect, which
It was hard to leave during the mobilization and during the February March 2022, and because the tickets, the flights were so expensive, and it was really a huge demand on people trying to escape. And it was almost impossible to buy anything for like 5-10 days ahead. So I just had to like renew always, like press renew on if there are new tickets issued or something, you know, on new flights. So that's been crazy. And both of these times I was in the same location in Moscow. So I'm like, what is going on? Why am I living through this hell? But yeah, that's why I'm so passionate about the topics that we spoke about today, because I'm like never before it's time for us to think outside of these manufactured borders and nation states, and start uniting as human beings based on actually new ideologies that we're able to weave together with conversations like we had today. So I really say thank you for, you know, your time and your wisdom. Really adds up to my vision of the world. Thank you.
Happy to help.
Boom. Yeah, no, I mean, I think something like a nation state is definitely the way, and obviously, part of the nation state is an online community. So that's, yeah, I mean, that's what we're trying to do. There are times on these lounges where there'll be like a dozen people, but it's been somewhat quiet the last few lounges. It's only been like 5 or 6 maybe.
And they were always on Telegram?
It's a lounge, right? So people can like come in, come and go as they please. So that's kind of the point.
But they were always on Telegram, or you had like Twitter Spaces or like, I don't know, Clubhouse?
We tried Twitter Space, but there's a lot of difficulty with people being able to connect and get on it. And Telegram is just, it's so easy. You just host it, you schedule it, you can set a reminder, and then you can record by pressing a button. It's just like, you know, yeah, this is just, it's sticky now. This is what we've been doing for like 50, you know, Thursdays. So it's just like, I mean, after, well, around there, yeah. But I mean, after you do like, you know, you're doing it like a dozen times, it's just like changing it. It's not worth it. Like, you've already established like consensus. It's almost like nicknames, right? Like once a nickname sticks, it's just like it's done. There's no changing your nickname at a certain point.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So I guess
very cool.
Telegram is the what do you want to call it?
Meeting point.
Congregation of choice.
Yeah.
The platform of choice.
Cool. Well, I look forward to seeing you next week then. Thank you so much for showing up.
Yeah. Every Thursday at 7. There should be, there's probably going to be more people next week. I don't know.
It's 5 a.m. in the morning where I am. My love's like, you know, I've waited for this one. Yeah. I just, you know,
in Russia,
I just showed up without, you know, just I was up and I just saw this happening. I'm like, I'm gonna be there because, you know, I met Sean today. So yeah.
Dang.
Wow.
So so we might not see you for a little bit if it's 5 a.m.
You never know. You never know. I'm working with energy. I show up where my energy flows. My sleeping schedule is all over the place because sometimes I need to hear people that are showing up at their time zone. So, yeah. On guard.
Amen. Beautiful. Yeah, I need to tap back into that. It's like it sounds like you're being spiritually obedient. heard that term used.
Right? Just spiritually obedient to my higher self and my own guidance, but sure.
Yeah, like I was realizing that I wasn't being spiritually obedient. I was like walking to the store and I saw this like awesome, like old school camper. I don't think it was a Volkswagen, but it was some, like the Volkswagen like hippie bus or whatever. Anyway, it was something like that, and like I was like, wow, and the guy was literally right next to it, like closing the hatch on it, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. I was like, I want to like go like give him props and talk to him, but like that would have been spirit led if I would have went and did that, but instead I was not spirit led and just didn't. I just stayed in my lane and went on my way, and then like I was reflecting on it later, and it's just like realizing that I was being disobedient. I wasn't following, the energy, the spirit, or whatever.
Your gut.
There's always another chance, one way or another. You're given another window of opportunity.
That is true.
All right, loves, I'm gonna go. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you all.
Yeah.
I hope to
thanks
see you
for joining
again.
so late. Hope to see you next time.
Bye-bye. Thanks so much for showing up. I really appreciate what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Take care.
Cute people. I love meeting random people online. I think that's the thing. Like, I grew up when it was like, don't remember how old I was. Oof. Just not good. Why would it happen? It's just like, just turned around. Oh wow. So sad. What is going on? I love when I was like, I think 12 maybe, going to these random chats online and just chatting with people in English, practicing it.
Now, here's the spinning motor. It's simply a piece of cotton thread tied to this corner and tied to the other corner, and I've wound it around in my fingers so that when I let it go in a moment, it'll unwind, the thread will unwind, and you'll see the thing spinning. There we are. I'll hold it the same level as your eyes, and we'll let it go. Now, you know that it's turning around in circles. In fact, if you look at it from above, you can see that it's turning around in a circle. But now your brain is doing something strange. It's telling you that it's not going around in a circle, but it's oscillating. In other words, it's turning part way, stopping, and then going back the other way. Now, that's a strange effect, isn't it? But if you think that's strange, wait till I add something through the middle. What am I going to add? Well, I'm going to add a ballpoint pen. And to do that, I've placed a little piece of double-sided sticky tape on the ballpoint pen. You can use ordinary sticky tape if you like. I'll place it right through the center of the window and press it in place like that. Now this time, by fixing on the pen, you'll be able to see that the pen is going around in a circle and not going backwards and forwards.
Good times.
But what's your brain going to tell you about the window? Will your brain allow you to see the window going around in a circle with the pen? Or are you going to see something really strange? Well, have a look at that. That's unbelievable, isn't it? You can see the pen going around in a circle, but your brain is telling you that the window is going part way around and turning and going the other way. And yet in order to do that, the two things have to pass through one another, the pen and the window. You know it's not possible. You know it can't happen. And yet as you look at it, you see them going through one another every time they go around. An amazing illusion, the Ames window.
Amazing. God, I love your internet so much.
Developers, 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 developers. Yes! Developers, developers, develop. Developers, 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 developers.
Mrs. Duckweiler, please hold all my calls. I'll be busy for the next half hour or so. I've got a lot of paperwork I need to do. Thank you. Tell Don Jacobs to hold. Yes, no, I'm busy. Thank you.